Hey friends, we're going into strength and core today. I've got music playing in my ears, so get your music ready. We're going into resistance training. We've got bands, we've got hand weights. We're gonna start with our arms, then we're gonna go into our legs, and we're gonna finish with core. So this is about a 30-35 minute. I'm gonna tuck my shirt in. I want you to take the modifications where you need to. So I'm gonna go upside down, but option is just to stay right on the floor. We're gonna start out with 3 sets, starting with shoulder taps, then going into tri-dips, and then into push-ups. I've got a chair prepared for my tri-dips here that I'm gonna get into. I'm gonna use a wall for the shoulder taps, but you can certainly go into a plank and do your shoulder taps that way. Going upside down on the wall is just gonna add more body weight into it, so it just intensifies the amount of resistance that my shoulders are carrying. And then into the push-ups. Again, I'd prefer you not to be down the knees because then you can engage the core. Be on your feet or take it to the lateral. Find a table, make sure that body is aligned so you're not sticking that bum out or caving in, but making sure you're getting your nose down to the ground. You can always advance up as you get stronger. Always good to just be right on your toes when you do this, all right? So we're gonna get started here. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. Here we go. So no timer here. You're gonna be basically following along, but going at your own pace. So getting into my shoulder taps. Coming onto the wall at about 45 degrees. Getting stable, feet together, engaging my core here. Trying to stay as straight as I can. Might need to wipe the wall. Into my push-ups, 10. Into the tri-dips, 10. Back is gonna be upright straight. Getting those legs out, elbows directly behind. That's 10. First set. Take a little 20-second in between. It's always good when we do a resistance training. You'll notice it at the gym too when people are lifting weights. They give themselves 30 to 60 seconds in between for that recovery period, and then they can max it out in their first reps to the end reps. So you want to take that rest in between. Going back into our shoulder taps. Well done. Take it on the ground if you need to. Get into those push-ups. On your toes, use an incline or the wall. I'll do an incline just to show. So, let's see. I don't know if that's gonna work. I'll do it here. Right in front of the table. So my body is not, my butt's not out or sagging in. Coming right down with my nose getting the ground. Keeping that straight linear line down the spine. All 10. Into the dips. Elbows are gonna be behind, not out to the side. Gosh, this is let's see. Susie, can't see my elbows because they're directly behind. Good. Now, if 10 is too few for you, bump it up. Make this workout your own. If you want to advance it to 30 shoulder taps, 15, do it. I'm giving you the exercises. You know what your fitness level is. Here we go. Back to those shoulder taps. Point of the shoulder taps is to try to keep your body as aligned as possible and engaging that core so there's not a lot of wiggle. The closer your feet are together, the more you're going to work your core. If you have your feet out more, then you're using the balance of your feet. If you need to go out, then do that. If that's where your starting point is. Woo! Yowza. All right, getting into those push-ups. Hands gonna be together, under the shoulders, or out. You're gonna work different parts of that lat, those lats. Woo. Try dips. Getting my shoulders back behind. Good. Got those done. Moving in our next part. All right, we got bands and hand weights. So get your bands out. Pick your band resistance. I have to double up. My bands are a little lighter than what I need. And I'm using hand weights. I'm gonna use 3-pound hand weights for all 4 exercises, just to add a total body. Your choice, you don't need to do that. So we're gonna start out with a lateral walk, or a side walk. Then in a squat. I'll walk you through. Getting my bands mid-quad here, okay? So, getting my hand weights. We're gonna side walk 10, and then 10 back. If you have a short amount of space, do three sets of 3, so 9, and then add 1 on the end. As I walk, I'm gonna do bring lateral, my arms up lateral to get into my shoulder work here. So it's looking like this. My toes are pointed forward, and I'm really stretching that band and using that resistance. Going off screen. Keeping my toes pointed forward. I just did 5 each way, going back for that last 5 to make 10. Whew, that was 10. Going right into squats, 20 squats. So the goal of squats are your toes are pointed forward, keeping those knees hip width apart, and getting in that squat 20 times. Coming up, engaging your glutes, engaging your core. Trying to keep those knees from buckling in. Whew. Good. Then we're gonna go into leg extension. Bring a chair around. Normally I use a counter. So extending that leg back and down 20 times. Tightening that glute. Really focused work to make sure I'm engaging every muscle that needs to. Keep my shoulders back. Every time I'm lifting up, I'm squeezing that glute muscle. Whew. Feeling it. Good. Now going into the staggered walk. So doing 20, 10 down, 10 back. Staggered walk is you're just going slightly one foot in front of the other, getting a nice bend. I forgot I'm using hand weights. So 3. Come back. Good. Repeat. Here we go. I'm gonna do my full 10 down and back. I got a nice long hallway. Do your 10, toes pointed forward. Stretching, keeping those knees ahead. 10 down, or 3 and 3 and 3. My navel's pulled back. Toes are pointed forward. Good, I'm gonna go right into my squats. It's about holding that resistance, keeping those knees out. And those kicks. I don't know about you, but my legs are on fire. Start with the other leg, directly behind. Firing up my glutes, pulling my navel back. Good. 20 another. You notice I have a slight bend in both of my legs and my knees, so I don't lock out my glute. When we lock out our knees, we're not firing our glute. Keeping that slight bend. Even when we're standing, it's going to engage that glute. Going for 20. Slight hold on that back. Good. Getting into that staggered walk. I like to put the weights above to challenge my posture. 10 down, 10 back. If you can do 20 down, 20 back, do it. Slight forward. So it's looking like this. Slight forward, and I'm pulling that band, bringing that knee out. Working that IT band. Good. 20. Getting ready for this last set. Walking. If you can do 10 down, 10 back, 5 down, 5 back twice, or 3, down, 3 back 3 times. Let's do it. Pulling that knee out. I'm gonna do 4 down now. Get that 10. Ooh. Going right into my squats. Keeping the knees, toes forward, knees under the hips. Woo! My legs are on fire. Love it. Feels good. Here we go. Did I do 20 on that last? Let's try it out. Phew. Oh yeah. Staggered rock. 20 total. 10 down, 10 back. Key is to work with the resistance. Drawing that knee out. Awesome job, peeps. Did it. Let's get into our core. Okay, this is what's up. We're doing 30, 30, 30, 3 sets, 30 stretch boats, 30 side reach crunch, and 30 leg lifts. I'm gonna obviously show you what those are. Let's do it. Grabbing a sip. So stretch a boat. Boats are coming in with your back at 45 degrees, feet off the ground, using that core, coming out with that stretch, the legs are out, and back into that boat, 30. Keep going. I'm at 25. Here we go. Side crunches. Hands out in front, and a lateral line, straight down, lifting your legs up, bringing your shoulder up, so down, 30 times. Switch sides. You can do this, but you're gonna find you're gonna be a little wobbly. Thirty leg lifts. So you can just do this one of two ways. I have low back issues, so you wanna make sure your low back is pressed firmly against the ground. What I need to do is do reinforcement. So I've got my hands just under my bum here to reinforce that low back down. Leg lifts slowly down and up. If you wanna do stagger, you can do that. Goal is 30. Controlling it down, so not swinging, using that core. Can reinforce your low back to be down by tucking your chin. Finish those out. 2 more sets. I'll take it from this way this time. All right, super to boat. So keep going. Modifications for this, keep going for your 30. If you need to modify, good modification can be simply coming in, pulling your knees down and pulling your knees in. Or another modification can be simply arms out and pulling in, arms out. Another modification you can do is just coming into that boat and use the reinforcement in the back of your leg. Yep, so if the super to boat is too complex, take it down and modify, but keep moving. The goal is to keep moving and using that core. There's many ways you can do that, but keeping your feet down, using reinforcement by reaching for the back of your leg. You can actually even just hold a boat. Coming in, feet are down here. Boat is when your back is at 45 degrees. And holding it. Maybe lifting your arms up and bringing your arms back. Arms out, arms back. You want to get that full 30 in. So you can come down and come into your boat and try that. But either way, break it down to where you're going to be successful and get through that 30. Keep moving through. See 5 here. All right, let's go in our lateral. So modification here, remember you're lifting those legs up and reaching down. If you can do that, start doing that. Modification can be simply putting your hand down and just lifting both legs up this way. Another modification might just be lifting up that top leg. Another modification may be keeping those legs and just reaching down. So again, key here, at any of these, you're going to be using the muscles that we're targeting. It's just the way that we're doing it is we're going kind of in an advanced with really using both of our upper and lower levers. But the way to reduce the load is just to use one lever and reduce the amount of levers. So if you just lift one leg, you're still using, you can put your hand on your core, you still can feel that working. Yep. Keep getting through that 30. And when you're ready, turn it around and get that other 30 on the other side. Come in. Keeping that chin tucked is going to help. Mind into your body. Think about what you're doing. Put your mind in the matter. Oh, it feels so good. Leg lifts. Use the reinforcement. Now again, another modification here can be, so we've got single leg lifts, double leg lifts. Yep. Or You can go ahead and lift your legs this way with the reinforcement of your arms. Still gonna get it. Another is just coming in and bring your knees down and back. Knees in, down. Or maybe it's one knee, another knee, and then down. Take that modification. You're still using those muscles. You're just modifying it in a way that you can do right now. And no, you're gonna eventually get to that full leg lift. Start with a full leg lift. When you start to fatigue, take the modification. But you want to continue to move and get through those 30. Controlling those levers up and down. Woo. Oh, I love the way that feels. Take a 20. Whew, time is flying. One more set. I said 35 minutes, but we're pushing 40 here. Let's get through this last set. 30, 30, 30. We got this. Start with the most challenging, then go to the modification. Keep moving. Keep going. You got this. Yes. Oh, success feels so good. All right. Switching it around. Go through all 30 just because I'm switching. If you don't get there, finish strong. Don't cheat yourself. Gotta really focus on making sure you're using your core, not gravity. Controlling it up, controlling it down. Oh, yes. Keep going. All the way through. Don't stop. Woo! Looking good. Well done. Resistance training, strengthening, putting that time in just to really focus in on specific muscle groups. Well done, everybody. Like I said, don't cheat yourself. Keep on pace, modify, commit to that rep. Use the accountability if you need to make sure you get full through. All right, friends. See you next time.